It's so nice of you to that. I want you to memorize it because from now on, that's how to be our language.
Oh, yeah? Good day. How are you? What I just said, from you to realize it was good day. But New Zealanders and often Australians, they greet each other saying, good day. And at first I was just wondering, what the hell are they saying, man? You repeat it, you go, good day, and I thought it was one word. And I asked him, can you say it slowly, like I'm a 3-year-old and I don't understand any English? And he goes, good day. I said, yeah, that's better. So people in Aotearoa, that's New Zealand in Maori. Maori is the language, one of the official languages in New Zealand. But you don't need to know Maori to go to New Zealand. You can just speak English, you'll be all right. Yeah. But anyhow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk a little bit about New Zealand, and then we're going to go into some slang words and some expressions that I got there, and then we're going to go into some pronunciation and accent differences. So first, I have here a map. I don't know if everybody can see it from there. But what I did was, when I first got there, I landed in Auckland, which is one of the biggest cities in New Zealand. And as soon as I got there, the lady I was staying with, she said, get rid of that American accent. And then I said, well, I can't get rid of it, but I want to pick up your accent too. Then I spent some days in Auckland. Then I went up to Manganui, on the top of New Zealand. Yeah. Then I went all the way down to a little city named Masterton, which is right here, and I spent 2 months there. Then from there I went to Wellington, which is the capital of New Zealand. And from there I went to Christchurch, which is another big city. And then I traveled around the South Island, because it's not very populated. Actually, 75% of the population lives in the North Island. The population of New Zealand, I want to get this right, so I'm going to look here, because I don't want to say anything that's not true. All right? The population is exactly 3,400,000, not exactly, approximately, 434,950 people. That's not a lot of people because they have 50 million sheep in here. So I brought one with me. You know, they wouldn't even notice it was gone because minus one. But they have 50 million. That's, you know, that's absolutely ridiculous. More sheep than people. But anyhow, basically, what I did when I was there, I was probably a pain in the butt for people because I was always asking them, what are you saying? Can you repeat that? How do you spell it? And one interesting thing was that somebody was eating something, and I asked, what is that? And the lady said, it's quiche. And I said, how do you spell it? And she told me, you don't spell it, honey, you eat it. It was funny. It was funny. But anyhow, all right. Okay, I want to start talking about the Maori people a little bit. They're lovely brown people, not as brown as me though, but they're lovely brown people of New Zealand, and they are only about 9% of the population. Most of the population is what they call Pakeha, which is the Maori word for white European people. And what I noticed in New Zealand is that most people, although they don't speak fluent Maori, they use Maori words in their language day by day. Like when they say hello on the phone, they say kia ora, which is hello in Maori. And the alphabet, the sounds of the word, are the same as in Portuguese. You know, the vowel sounds, a, e, I, o, just like in Portuguese. So they were so surprised that I could pronounce the word so beautiful. They were like, look at this girl, she knows Maori, she's picking it up like that.
How do you spell Maori?
Maori. Maori. Same as in. And Aotearoa is the Maori word for New Zealand. Okay, well, I want to go into the pronunciation thing and the annets. On the other hand, I think I should start with the real language since we're all together, but I'm going to require that you participate too. So what I'm going to do, which you get one, All right. With the things in my head, no shoes on, you're going, this lady, what the hell is she thinking? She's going to give a lecture, she has no shoes on. But this is because New Zealand's a very laid-back, relaxed country. And people usually go around like this. You have a shirt, you like it, has a hole under your arm. Who cares? You go out wearing that. You want to wear anything you want. They're really, really laid back and relaxed. And I wanted to demonstrate that by dressing a little bit like the Jew, things in my head. They don't wear lipstick though. They just go very laid back. So that's part of the thing too. Okay, I'd like you to take some time to take a look at the sentences and find out what is kind of odd about them. The first one, for instance, I'm going to the toilet. Does it sound strange and impolite to you a little bit? Does it? No. It does? Yes. Why is that? Why is that? Important, but in English it sounds very polite. Why? They go to the restroom, and the reason. Yes. So that's why it probably sounds impolite to us, because most of our register is American English. And when I got there, I realized that this is the most common thing for people to say. They say, I'm going to the toilet instead of going to the bathroom or restroom. They use toilet much more than anything else. And the reason for that, in the houses, the toilet is separated from the bathroom. So if you ask them to go and use their bathroom, they're, take you into a place with a bath and a sink and there's no toilet. And I definitely needed to pee, and I asked the lady, can I use your bathroom? And she takes me to this room. I get in there, there's a sink, there's a bath, where's the toilet? And then I asked her, where is your toilet? She goes, oh, there we go. And it was a separate room for the toilet. So that's, and not only New Zealanders, I got along with lots of Australians and South Africans in New Zealand that use toilet as well. And I felt kind of bad because I always tell my students, don't say I'm going to the toilet because it's impolite. And then I got there and it was the most common thing. It was a nice thing to get to know. How about number 2? That girl is a wicked chick. Do you think it's a compliment? Is it offensive? What is that? Offensive. Sounds offensive. Why is that? Why does that sound offensive? Because of wicked. The adjective wicked. A bad connotation.
Chick is nice and wicked is not nice.
Okay. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, you're wrong. It's actually a very great compliment. You're saying this lady's a wicked chick. She's like a nice lady. She's a great lady. That's what it means. The first time they told me this guy that I met, we were talking about Brazil. I was telling him that here in Brazil, the girls wear small bikinis and things. He goes, oh, the chick there must be very wicked. And I said, what the hell? I asked him to explain. And he told me that wicked is a slang word for cool. It's a compliment. Yeah, it is a compliment. And chick is a slang word for girl. And some students might think that this is offensive because of chick as well, related to chicken, the connotation has chicken. So, how about in number 3? It's too dark in here. Let me get a torch. Flashlight? Flashlight. That's what it is. But at first, don't you picture somebody with, a stick with fire coming out of it? And most Canadians and Americans have the same problem because they heard this and they didn't know what they meant by that. Now, number 4, people at the bank, and they just say, does the queue start here? Line. Line, excellent. Because some of the Americans didn't know. Most Americans. Most of the people that I was with, people from Canada and the United States, they had lots of difficulties understanding the terminology. So I picked out some of the things they could do as well. Okay, number 5. Hamish, are you coming over for tea tonight? Is tea just a hot drink? That's my question to you.
No, I know. So the word tonight, the word tonight is a nice one.
Number 3? Mine. Number 4? Number 4.
Use the word tonight. I would believe just tea, something else, right?
Just tea, like drinking some tea?
No, I think something else.
Something else.
I don't know. as well.
Actually, tea means dinner.
Dinner.
Dinner. Yeah, they're talking about dinner. And they use tea for everything. They have 20,000 cups of tea a day. And it's not even funny, man. They just bring so much
And what do
tea
you want to invite for
dinner.
Yeah.
Tea. Tea. They say let's go for a cup of tea. 5 o'clock. Not in New Zealand, no. They drink tea all day long, you know. Do you want a cup of tea? Do you want a cup of tea? Say no, please, I don't want one.
They probably have any bladder problem.
Probably not, you know, yeah.
That's why they're so new.
What kind of tea? What kind of tea? Herbal tea or just simple black tea? Okay, groovy. Number 6. Fall is a typical Aussie. Aussie, yeah. No idea. Just want to take any wild guesses. Aussie, yeah. Wild guess. The lady here has a wild guess.
A wild guess again. Aussie, I mean, he's a typical, you know,
That.
I knew it. Typical what? Someone boring.
Boring. Somebody said.
Lay back.
Lay back. Wild. No, an Aussie is actually somebody who comes from Australia. Aussie. Australia. No, an Australian. A native or anybody. An Aussie means Australia and Australian. Both of them. And at first I didn't understand people going, oh, when I came back from Aussie and this and that, what is that? And they kept asking questions, and I really bored the hell out of people, but it didn't even Yeah, only 3 months.
Do they get along, or is there
There is a small rivalry, but on top of that, when New Zealand and Australia are competing, there's usually not a rivalry. But if New Zealand loses and Australia is there in the competition, they cheer for it, you know? They cheer for Australia when New Zealand is not in. But when New Zealand is in, it's, you know, and they have some jokes, some Australian jokes, you know? And I found it funny that one of the jokes, I have to remember when I remember I'll tell you, let's just go on with that. Number 7, Darren and Nick have been mates for ages. Friends, but more than that. Best friends. Really, really close. Mates are like really, really close friends. And it's also to call people, like I'll be calling you, hey mate. And they don't say mate, they say mate. Which demonstrates some of the pronunciation like me. So mates would be like very, very close friends. More than friends. Excuse me? Ages. What do you mean if they're gay together? No, that would be their partners. Oh, I'm thinking that's partners. Where is it? Here. Yeah, if they're gay and live together, they would say partners. How do you spell that? P-A-R-T. What's this letter?
Ah.
No, it's I. It's P-A-R-T. You know, it's very, 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 very cute pronunciation. All right, so they have been very, very best friends for ages. Number 8, that is an out-of-it looking dress. Is it a compliment or a derogatory remark?
Yeah,
No, are you taking a wild guess?
because our looking should be derogatory, but the way you say it, everything is reversed.
Yeah, actually, yeah. And it's astonishing. Yeah, it's the same as, can I say this here? Can I use any bad words here?
Yes.
We're all over 18, aren't we? Because somebody said, wow, Brazil ladies are fucking beautiful, man. I said, oh my God. And this is actually it's not even bad. It means that they're really, really beautiful. And it's the same as out of it looking. It means it's really, really beautiful. Out of it. Yeah, same. Same. So it's actually a compliment. All right. How about number 9? You would make a choice teacher.
proper teacher. I mean, very good.
Yeah, you get it there because it does mean something good. But choice is a slang word too. If you say something, oh, this is cool, man, this is choice. This is true. They use true, choice, and cool to say that something is really nice.
True.
True, as in true, false. And cool, the same as from American language. Actually, most of the American expressions, because I've been doing some research on American slangs too, and I compared, and some of them are the same, you know, some of them are the same, but they just have a little pronunciation differences only, just, but they mean the same. All right, it's getting late, mates. I'm gonna make a move. I gotta go, I'm leaving. And this I'm gonna make a move for me. If I were making subtitles for a movie, I would say, eu vou chegar. But that's what we are saying now, we're going home. So. Alrighty, number 11. I think the Sheilas should stay here, and the fellas stay home, all the way over there. It's nothing personal, really. He man and Sheila. Boys and girls, but Sheila, it was a funny thing. I didn't understand why the word Sheila, nobody could tell me. I asked many people, some scholars, some people who are, and they couldn't tell me. No, it's nothing like that. I think they couldn't tell me, so.
It comes from she.
Could have been, yeah. Could be. She love, right? And number 2, two mates are talking. Are you looking for me? Shit, no. Can you translate this mini talk to Portuguese using an equivalent language? And what I want to see the best one is, how would you translate this shit no here? You don't have to translate it. Use your Portuguese. You know, expand your Portuguese. What? No, that's too loud. Too much of a language. Yeah, that's it. And they say this all the time. I don't What? Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's the perfect one. All right. Then there are 2 other mates talking. I'm going to Oldie for my holidays. Good on you. So, what can this person possibly mean by the word holiday? Vacation. And?
Os feriados, Natal.
Actually, holidays for them is any vacation. They don't use the word vacation at all. Just holiday. They say, I'm on holiday, not I'm on vacation. Yeah, good on you. So this is a very, very common Australian and New Zealander thing. Good on you all the time. And it's not even good on you, it's good on ya. It's really cute, actually. Does everybody have at the back of the sheet this? No. Who does that? It's going around. It's going around. Yeah, that's a film. I don't have. But some people have it at the back of their sheet. The back of your sheet? Okay. Now this is just for pronunciation. I picked out some sentences and I left some spaces. 3 more, just exactly how many I have. Now I don't have any. Yeah, I don't have. All right. This is just for pronunciation. I picked out some sentences because I was staying with a typical Maori family, and they were all the time when I was speaking English, they thought that I had a very annoying American accent. And some people, when I said that I was from Brazil, they'd go, ha ha, you're not. You know? And I was saying, yeah, I'm from Brazil, and they thought I was American, and they wanted me to lose their accent. So every time that I said something like, oh, I'm going to go drink some water, they would stop there. You're going to go drink some water. I said, okay, water. So the first sentence, in the American version, we can all do it. What is it?
I like to have a drink of water.
Water, in a very American way. And then if you're from New Zealand, England, Australia, South Africa, any of those, you say, I'd like to have a drink of water. And the second one?
Used to be.
In a very American way first.
Just write a letter.
He's writing a letter to his daughter. But then, it's so annoying for them that they would go, he's writing a letter to his daughter. They think it's very annoying, and they hate Americans. They absolutely hate Americans. So when they thought I was American, they were like, it's nice to be American. It was very, I'm sorry, Jenny, but they do hate Americans. All right, so don't go there. All right, I should go see. Yeah, Brazilian flag. All right, the next one, that's a very curious thing, that the word fair is pronounced the same way as in fair. I'm serious. They pronounce, it's not fair that he's not so scared. Scared, you know? Fear, they pronounce it as fair that he's so scared. It's really, really different. And the next one was like the most annoying one. Is he here or is he over there? That I used to pronounce that way, and you go, say it again, is he here or is that he over there? Over there. There. And now I think it's annoying that when I want to say here, I say here. It's just all musical. Really musical. Much more. How about the next one? Your American one. It's actually the age. That was very surprising. They pronounce ice. Ice. Yeah, I'm 5 years old today. 5 years old today. So, and I like those space because I know that English teachers usually love to write down the pronunciation between those weird little bars and everything, so I love to space there. Yeah, I'm really little actually. All right, the next one, in a very American way, would be that's absolutely crazy. They say crazy, crazy. And sometimes you can't even understand. It's like it's a different language. But, yes.
What's the origin of the British people who went there?
Actually Scottish.
That's what I was going to say. That's Scottish pronunciation.
And English. English because they share the same queen.
Because the way you speak is Scottish way, not British way.
Just much more. Because it gets mixed up with the Maori too.
Much more Scottish than English. The way you say now, I think to die. Speak as Scottish.
All right. The next one was quite interesting too, because I would never imagine the word nice being pronounced in any other way such as nice. So when I heard people saying, it sounded like they're saying noise. It's rather noise, isn't it? Noise. Yeah, noise. Noise. It's really, really weird. All right. The last one, I'm all right. They say I'm all right. I'm all right. Yeah, like your Ross name, like you're becoming, you know. Okay, what I picked down is basically this. And I have some other things that I'm working on about jokes and sense of humor, but that's something like for the end of the year or something. And I have some videos there, so I'm going to late, you're going to have to move.
They didn't understand
That the average person doesn't do. But it's boomerang, whatever. Boomerang, but that's not very advanced. interest for very, very small. Yeah, that's one thing, yeah, that too. And hang gliding, very common. Lots of that, yeah. And they love scenic flights to go, in dingy little planes to see the view. And one of the things is like the best is called bungee jumping. Does anybody know what it is? Bungee jumping. So, and I went to the bungee jumping bridge, but I did not jump because I was too chicken shit. Very chicken shit, I couldn't go. But I took some videos there of some people jumping, and I interviewed the guy after he jumped, and he told me what he thought about it. Okay. Oh, no, it's not bungee jumping bridge. Sorry. Bungee. Bungee is because they tie a knot around your ankle and you jump off the bridge. Yeah. Let me write this down. Bungee.